Let it be known.
What's up, everybody? This your boy JUMZ, JUMZ from HoodLifeMovement.com and Crack DVD, and we're here with one of the future's brightest stars. Is that correct? Or the brightest stars of the future, or whatever you want to call it. This gentleman reigns from Brooklyn, and he's one of the rising stars of New York City. Got this tape coming out. Count me in, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. VonJeff.
Yeah. VonJeff, best style Brooklyn, baby.
We here at the notorious Fight Club right now. Hood Life Movement representing. It's been a minute since we did a few interviews, so we kicking off 2013 with our boy VonJeff. He's buzzing all over the place. He has New York on smash. He definitely has Brooklyn on smash. The videos are crazy, always. And, you know, we're just going to chop it up with him a bit. And let's just get right to it. Count Me In.
Count me in.
Talk about that title of your mixtape. And, you know, of course that's a statement. You know what I'm saying? So, count me in to me means like, hey, you know, you got all these guys up here, you know what I'm saying? Or all these guys that are like on top of the underground, but no one's looking at you yet. So I think that's what I got from that title. What does the title really mean?
Well, the way I came up with the title is, for one, I feel like it's a lot of pressure coming out of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. So it's like I'm not even going to name the names of the artists that came from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, but most people don't know me as an artist. They know me from the industry, from doing Fight Club, doing movies, different realms of the entertainment field, but they don't know me as an artist. So it's like, I feel at this point in time, I done built resources, contacts and stuff. I'm ready to throw my hat in and present myself as an artist, you know what I'm saying? So like, you either gonna count me out or you gonna count me in. But I'm coming with that aggression to let you know you gonna count me in. 12 tracks, undeniable, you gonna count me in. If you don't like all 12, you gotta like at least one that you gonna bang. You know what I'm saying?
So definitely from what I've heard on the tape already, because I've heard a few leaks here and there, and some of the music is like extreme, heavy, boom bap, you know, in your face Brooklyn shit, but like still kind of witty in a way. Like we could see like your influences. Like let us know what influences, who the people that you looked up to, or.
Well, I didn't really start comparing myself or relating myself to certain artists until the end of the project. You know, because some of those songs I recorded a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? I just like revamped them, remixed them and everything, and started recording new songs and put it together. Because this mixtape is actually the finalized revision of an old mixtape. Yeah,
and not to cut you off, but that's important for a lot of up-and-coming artists, because some of the records are old to you doesn't necessarily mean that it's old to everybody else. Right. Everybody doesn't know you. That's why you're a new artist. But let us know, you know.
Yeah, so when I started, at the completion of the project, one day I was riding in my cousin's car, and he had Illmatic in the on the side of the car. So I said, let me listen to some Illmatic. So when I listened to Illmatic, the whole mixtape, the whole album, I took it upon myself to put that pressure on myself, and I compared it to Illmatic in the sense that, not saying I'm as nice as Nas, but when Nas came out with Illmatic, you knew he was a new artist from New York, from Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? So he made that staple as far as representing his talent from his hood. So with me dropping Count Me In, I'm like, you know what? I'm a new artist out of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. So when you listen to this mixtape, you're going to be like, yo, he definitely put on for his home team. My whole goal was to really like get the home team behind me, you know what I'm saying? So I could get that home team support. And then what I did realize, like, there's a lot of influence of Biggie and Jay-Z on this mixtape.
Yeah, definitely. I heard a
lot of influence. And I didn't even realize that when I started piecing the songs together, that more Jay-Z. It's a lot of Jay-Z influence on there, you know what I'm saying? So he's like the big homie from out of Bed-Stuy. So like he's kind of like at the top, you know what I'm saying? You got other artists, but like Jay, he's kind of like
he's at the top of everything.
Right.
You know.
Definitely. So I got the influences from all people from the hood, you know what I'm saying?
But I heard a little 50. I thought in some of the records, like some of the records that I liked actually reminded me of 50 Cent because of how kind of aggressive it sounded when, you know,
hunger, when
I play everything. Yeah, I play everything loud. You know what I'm saying? So when it's loud and if it doesn't move me, I'll just move on to the next record. So you had a few of those on there.
And one thing I wanted to make sure production-wise that I was competing with the industry now. Not necessarily a particular artist, but as far as my sound.
Yeah, the quality.
Because the thing is, they could be like, yo, this dude sound like he's stuck in 1990.
Yeah.
Or he could sound like, yo, he trying to sound like these dudes over there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to really stay authentic to Brooklyn, to New York. I really wanted to keep that authentic sound. So I made sure the production was, even if it could cross into different markets, I wanted to make sure that that production was there like that.
So let's talk, you know, since you brought up like different markets and whatnot. You know, these days now, more artists are coming from more of an industry side of things, or a lot of them have done a lot of stuff behind the scenes, or they've been producers, they've been A&Rs, and they just decided to go into music. Do you feel any kind of more pressure because you don't have, or not that you don't have, but it's not necessarily from like a 50 Cent or a Game or a Mano where the streets were talking about you and then it crossed over into an industry thing? You're coming more from the industry side and then giving it to the streets. Like, do you feel that there is an obstacle at all when it comes to that?
Yeah, it definitely is an obstacle because right now it's like I'm trying to introduce my talent to the hood. People in the hood knew like, yo, son been rapping, but they just look at me as like the Fight Club A&R. Then at the same time, there's people in the industry that I've met over the years that don't even know about me rapping at all.
At all, yeah.
At all. So it's like I don't expect because I know you and I know you that you just gonna say, all right, son, I'm gonna play your shit. Because I don't want that. I'm not expecting no handouts. But I want to give you this music and you hit me with the feedback like, yo, son, I like the material.
Yeah.
Because I know in this industry now it's a lot of situations where they say it's not what you know, it's who you know, but it's also who knows you. But then at the end of the day, that person may want some payola. They may want some change or whatever. So it's like, you know, through my relationship, they may be like, yo, I'm not going to charge you. They may say, yo, you got to give me a little something, son. And I respect that. So that's where the obstacle come in at as far as like, I'm not really buzzing just yet to that level where they be like, yo, he got mad views on YouTube. He got mad downloads because I didn't even drop the mixtape yet.
Yeah.
So from an industry perspective, they like, yo, your views, where your views at, where your Twitter followers at, what's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole game now, but like, that's where the obstacle coming at because I haven't really set that precedent yet where they say like, yo, I got a crazy internet following, if anything, you know what I'm saying? So
well, because now the streets is the internet, basically, you know, and everybody wants to see the numbers and all of that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be, you know, a longevity or a career, you know, like a Jay-Z or like a Nas, because you come from the internet. Okay, so you got Count Me In dropping March 5th. Let's talk about VonJeff 2 years from March 5th. Where would you like to be?
All right. With the plan that I already have in structure, I see myself, you know, feeding my family off this music situation and using the music as a stepping stone for other business ventures I want to get into. So my goal is to like really drop, I'm going to say mixtapes, but I really want to drop albums. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this mixtape sounds like an album. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's original material.
It's more so original material.
Yeah.
So, but the way the game is now, you got to feed mixtapes. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta give shit away pretty much. Hopefully this mixtape could get picked up as an album. Like Fab had a mixtape that got picked up as an album. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I could get a situation to where it get picked up. And my second mixtape, Count Me In Part 2, is already done. And it's featuring JUMZ on the track. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Featuring JUMZ on the track. So Count Me In Part 2 is already done. But 2 years from now, I see myself in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say a monetary figure where I want to be at because I feel I'm already successful, but I feel I'm up there in the ranks with other dudes, you know what I'm saying? So I got to put the time in, you know what I'm saying, to really get that recognition for my music. So 2 years from now, I definitely see myself up there running and getting recognized for my music, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have at least about 2 to 3 projects already out there in 2 to 3 years. Mad visuals, my views is going to be up by then, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be able to put some other dudes on in my hood. I know some nice dudes in my hood, so I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for other dudes. I got dudes that's coming home from jail that's they been nice, but they just got caught up in the street shit. And I'm doing this like, listen, we gonna fuck with each other and we gonna make this music happen. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put other people on because I don't want to be in this by myself. And then my man, family down the block hungry.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I see it two years from now.
So real quick, so Von, we got Count Me In. You know what I'm saying? This tape should be out in March 5th.
Yeah,
correct?
For March 5th.
You know what I'm saying? Von's from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. What kind of advice? And once again, you know, I just want everybody to take a look. Like, you know, this is professional stuff. You know what I'm saying? The cover's all nice. You know, he has a front cover, has a back cover, has the CD, what they say, monogram they call it, or?
Yeah, this is the insert, and they call that, I think it's monogram when they put it on the
yeah, he has the image on the CD. You know, this is something, right. It's important, it's presentable, you know. When you step to an A&R, or when you step to anybody just on the street or a stranger, this is something that they might want to keep in their pocket. You know, as opposed to you giving them something in a paper sleeve on a silver CD with your number written on it. You know what I'm saying? Von's going to win that war, you know? So.
And I also want to mention, too, two songs off of Count Me In is going to be in the up-and-coming movie.
Okay.
It's going to be an up-and-coming movie. I don't really want to say the name just yet because it's not out yet, but it was just recently in Sundance. So track number 3, which is Von, and track number 6, Nod in Your Head, you'll hear that in the movie that's coming out soon.
Nice. So you see that? There's different ways of making paper, movie, video games. So he has 2 records on here that's going to be in a feature movie.
Yeah.
All right. So VonJeff, what would you like to say to your people out there, to your fans, or to anybody that's trying to get on a level where you are? You know, there's a buzz within the industry. There's a buzz within the streets. You know, you're taking care of your hometown. You're representing your hometown.
I wanna tell the people, man, fuck with me, man. That's my slogan, man. If you fucks with me, you fucks with me. Basically, I'm not a fake person. You know what I'm saying? If you approach me on some real shit, if you be like, yo, I want an opportunity, I done gave opportunities in the past. Like, that's what a lot of people know me for as far as with the whole Fight Club situation, even me filming for individuals. Like, sometimes I just did it on the strength because I respect your hustle and I respect what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I just want to reciprocate some of that love, you know what I'm saying? So fucks with me, definitely. Whether you make beats, if you're a photographer, if you do videos, if you a stylist, if you a art designer, if you do graphics or whatever, holla at me, man. Like, I'm open to doing business, you know what I'm saying? So I don't look for handouts, you know what I'm saying? So definitely holla at me, you know what I'm saying? VonJeffmusic@gmail.com. I'm on Twitter. That's pretty much it, man. Reach out to HoodLife Movement. You want to get in contact with me, we doing features. And I'm not just local. I do travel a lot, you know, so I'm in different people's hoods, different states, different countries and all that. So you will see me out there networking with people, rubbing shoulders and trying to do bigger business, you know what I'm saying?
So there you have it, folks. HoodLife Movement with another exclusive inside Fight Club. We're here with our boy VonJeff. Count Me In.
Count Me In.
Drops March. I guess that's spring or right before spring.
Right before spring. Yeah.
The mixtape is a banger, y'all. There's a couple cuts y'all might want to check out on YouTube if they're still on there. You know, before you download it on DatPiff, Live Mixtapes. It's going to be everywhere. You know, this is an awesome project. HoodLife Movement co-signs it. Terrell Blair co-signs it. JUMZ co-signs it. This is definitely a project that you want to listen to. You know, some rider music, maybe in your house, roll some weed. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. But HoodLife Movement, VonJeff, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? For kicking off 2013, first interview of the year. HoodLife Movement, Crack DVD. Holla. It's your boy JUMZ. Demolo, baby!